We asked and you answered. You guys mostly spend up to $100 for Christmas presents. Cheapskates. So here's a roundup of our favorite audio and tech products for under $100. There's a little giveaway contest for you guys somewhere in this video, so you might want to watch out for that. Goedendag, we're DHRME, devilishly handsome reviews of media equipment.
Okay, we did not get sent this product, nor do we make affiliate link money on this, but I use this every freaking day. And because I have too many headphones and too little space on my table, this is really the best gift to give a headphone-aholic like myself. The Roadworks headphone holder holds headphones. Duh. But it clamps onto your table so that the headphones and the stand don't take up any space. Bonus, you can hang up to 2 headphones on here. It's not recommended, I guess, but I'm doing it anyway. And bonus number 2, while there are no headphones on, it collapses nicely. One small risk is don't set it up anywhere on the way to or from your desk, or you might just get your hips or abdomen caught on it. But it's really solid and a no-brainer for all you headphone lovers or hoarders out there. When you're talking about super cheap earbuds, you just cannot escape Soundpeats as a brand. They're great at what they do, and this year is the Soundpeats Free 2 Classic. Oh man, the names. Well, you say cheap buds, what could you possibly get for this price? Well, here you go. 8 hours on a single charge, almost 3 full charges from the case, touch controls for volume and media control. And if you're working out, these are pretty water resistant at IPX5. They have a nice compact case with this faux plastic leather feel, which, it is what it is. There are 0 bells and whistles here, but you know what? Let's talk about their sound. We were pretty blown away with it for this price class. $30, guys. Unbelievable. It's an easy recommend from us. And this is how
Pop Pop Popsicle,
the microphone
Ice Ice Icicle
sounds.
Test testing 1 2 3.
What do you think? So what are you going to miss with these? Well, with cheaper products, quality control can always be an issue. Things can stop working or work unpredictably. Still, at this price, we think this is a very decent product, especially as a backup pair for the gym.
And then we've got a couple of party speakers or a portable speaker from JBL, the Clip 4 and the Go 3. Both of the eco variants, so they're made with more eco-friendly materials in the product as well as in the packaging. Now, both of them are IP67 water resistant, so you could technically hang this in the shower or take it near a pool, whatever. And because they're also dust resistant, no problem taking it to the park or to the beach either. They're very simple products. This one, the Go 3, has a little loop so you can hook it onto things, and the Clip 4 has a clip. Yeah, you guessed it. And both of them come with similar controls. You got your play, pause, volume up and down, as well as on the side a power and Bluetooth button. And same goes for this one as well. There you go. And on the bottom, the 2 buttons. Very easy to use. One thing to note though, they don't pair with 2 devices, so you're gonna be using that Bluetooth button that I just showed you to be able to pair to another device. In terms of sound, they get very bassy and definitely can start a party. The Go 3 gets quite loud, but the Clip 4 gets louder. That's one thing that is different between the two. And another thing that's different is the battery life. The Go 3 is only 5 hours, whereas the Clip 4 lasts up to 10 hours, and both charge with USB Type-C. All right, on to the next bracket at about $50. No matter what kind of tech person you're gifting, they're probably neck deep in tech devices. And if that person has devices that support wireless charging, then the Ampere Unravel is a great choice. It's a solidly built triple base wireless charger which also folds up and is easy to travel with. And each charging pad can charge up to 10 watts. Ampere takes pride in its hinge system, which can fold the charger so that you can rest your phone on it sideways or upright. There are 2 options here, one which supports the Apple Watch and another which doesn't but has an extra Type-C port. This is really part of our daily use, and when you have a bunch of people over, you're not struggling for cables. You can charge up to 3 devices wirelessly and another wired using the Android version. And it has these cool LEDs to indicate what's charging and what isn't.
Speaking of LEDs, if someone's into retro looking gadgets or a decorative piece of tech, then take a look at the Divoom Pixoo 16. We made a 1-minute review on it here. This is a cool little gadget to have in your gaming room or YouTube studio. The resolution is extremely low at 16 by 16 pixels, but that's kind of the point of it. It really leans into that, and you have to get creative with how you use it. The app contains loads of community-based animations to upload to the display, but you can also create your own using the app or even use a REST API to show your own information. If that's not enough, it does a bunch of other things too. You can leave it up on a shelf to show you information like the time or weather. You can set a timer on it too, or use it like a scoreboard during game night. It can display information on Fitbit stats and your social media analytics. The social media analytics and the inbuilt volume meter aren't too accurate, but that's not why you're gifting this. It just has a unique wow factor to it.
This next one's great for all those lofty New Year's resolutions. Workout earbuds. Both of us pick up the Soundcore X10 when we pop out for a workout.
Don't you mean if we pop out for a workout?
Yeah, you're right. Workouts don't always work out for us. But when they do, the X10 is great because of the ear hooks. Those buds ain't going anywhere. Many other earbuds with wingtips and lips try to do a good job, but they're no match for ear hooks. The sound signature is nice and bassy, just the way we like it while working out. And even listening to podcasts on a run like David Goggins on Joe Rogan will sound like you got a personal trainer in your ear. The best part is that these use buttons for control. You can do volume and media controls, so you don't have to worry about wearing gloves or having wet hands. And speaking of wet, these can resist water at IPX7. The fact that they have ANC and transparency is just icing on the cake. They're also fine for the odd phone call, and the battery gets you 6 hours and a total of 32 hours with the case. So unless you're in an ultra marathon, you should be fine.
And while on the subject of batteries, let's talk about headphone stands. Wait, what? Again? Let us explain. When you're trying to get a gift for headphone addicts like ourselves, it can be difficult. This accessory might stand out. The headphone stand by Benks. It was sent to us for free to use in our B-roll, and we dig it. It's kind of designed for the AirPods Max, but fits most of our headphones. Not all fit perfectly, but it will definitely hold them. It's made of solid metal and there's no creak anywhere to be found. It looks minimalistic, and build quality so far has been great. You can get it in a light and a dark color, and yes, batteries. The newer version even comes with a 7.5 watt Qi wireless charger in the base, so you can hang up your headphones and place your phone or earbuds to charge.
For the rather DHRME sum of $69, these headphones are a bit old, but man do they still pack a punch. They sound very good, are great at calls, have a decent noise cancelling, and are comfortable. So if you want to get someone some cost-effective headphones, the Edifier W820NB are a great pick. Now, there's a reason these are so cheap. The build quality is, how do we say it delicately? Very dubious. It's not foldable, and its plastic is creakier than anything we've used, and we've used some cheap ass stuff. It uses buttons, which we enjoy, but those buttons are again plasticky. There's no case, but it does perform very well on all fronts with very respectable battery life. So if you know someone who appreciates sound and like them enough to get some $69 headphones, these are a solid pick. We will compare these against some mid-tier headphones soon, so stay subscribed for that video. Okay, these are one of the most stylish products we've had on the channel. And if you're looking to upgrade someone's sunglasses game this Christmas, then get them the Soundcore frames. These audio sunglasses are well designed and practical. You can listen to music or podcasts through them while going for a walk or even driving in the car. They get reasonably loud, but innocent bystanders will hear what's playing. And the call quality isn't bad either. I've personally done quite a few calls from the car with these on, and there have been no complaints. The stems have a touch surface for your controls for track control as well as volume. The frames are supposed to turn on and off automatically when you unfold and fold them up, but this isn't always 100% accurate. There is a touch gesture, however, to manually do it as well. And as we've come to expect from Soundcore, you still get a feature-packed app to make EQ changes and other tweaks. Not gonna lie, we were quite skeptical when we first got them, thinking they would obviously stand out as bulky sunglasses, but this wasn't the case. Nobody realized until we told them. We have the Wander model here, in case you were wondering. But if that's not your style, then Soundcore has a plethora of options to choose from. Heck, you could even put prescription lenses in them if you wanted to. You know, for that tech-savvy grandparent at Christmas.
From tech-savvy grandparent to tech-savvy Samsung phone users? Yes, we know that was bad. Well, at least you know our scripts are not written by AI. Okay, these earbuds are pretty cool. The Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. They look very compact in your ear, sound nice, and are cheap. What more could you ask for? They sound best with Samsung devices but will work just as well with others too. Even with phones made by trillion-dollar fruit companies. No app for you iPhonies though. If you think that the Samsung Buds were good value for money, how about these over-ear noise-cancelling headphones from one more called Sonoflow or Son of Low. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. But that aside, these are amazing value for money. They use the high-res LDAC codec and can play soothing sounds. Okay, that's not the killer feature here. They can connect to two devices at once called multi-point, are fairly comfortable, come with a solid hard shell case. And there's also a solid 50 hours of battery life with ANC on. And they are comfortable to wear for longer periods of use with their plush ear cups and sufficient padding on the headband. They've got good noise cancelling. You know, this is one of those products where we just find ourselves recommending it to people who want basic noise cancelling headphones and they don't want to spend too much money. They were $99 at launch, but at $80 right now, they're just a steal.
And you know what else is a steal? A giveaway. Well, technically you're not stealing if you win it, right? Alright guys, we're giving away two products as a Christmas special. The Libertech PurePlay Z7 or Z7 and Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 2. For the details, check out the link in the description. Now, not all stocking stuffers need to be ear stuffers as well. Want audio without violating your ears? We've got you covered. Out of all the many bone conduction headphones we've had in the past, the Shokz Open Run still is a solid option. Fun fact, this was released as the Aftershokz Aero Packs, but that doesn't matter. Shokz is a well-known brand now. It has the Pro version of these available, but we'll let you in on a little secret. These are just as good. Maybe a little less bass, but that's it. In fact, these are actually more water resistant than the Open Run Pro. So save yourself some bucks and give someone you love these headphones. We still use this to this day and you really can't go wrong with them.
Have you ever wanted a little computer with a low resolution display and a joystick? No? Well, you might change your mind after hearing what we have to say. This adorable little cutie beauty computer Bluetooth speaker thingy is called the Divoom D2 Plus. Yes, the same company that makes the Divoom Pixu 16. But just like that product, you can use an app. But what it does much better is that it has these keys, a joystick, and a Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. It also has a built-in battery, so you don't need to keep it plugged in all the time, unlike the Pixu. You can even play some games with that itty-bitty little joystick. And the best part, the speaker is legit for a small space. It can do some bass and really get a party started.
Okay, we're cheating a little bit because our pick for best smartwatch is a bit more than $100. If you look carefully, you can find it for under $130. It's the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4. Even though it was released last year and with its highly discounted price, it's hard not to recommend it. We said this in our Pixel Watch versus the Galaxy Watch 4 video, as well as the best smartwatches of 2022 video. You get a whole host of health and fitness sensors like a heart rate monitor, blood oxygen saturation, sleep tracking, body composition, ECG, and blood pressure. Beyond the hardcore sensors, it's a fun smartwatch. Running the latest Wear OS, you get all your smart features like notifications, multiple watch faces, access to the Google Play Store, mobile payments, voice assistant, and responding to messages. And you don't have to worry about being forced to use Samsung apps. You can install Google Fit if you don't like the Samsung Health app, or replace Bixby or the Samsung keyboard with Google Assistant and Gboard. But if you do have a Samsung phone, then you get a couple of advantages. The ECG and blood pressure monitor will only work on Samsung phones. Also, if you set an alarm on your phone, it'll ring on your watch, and if you put your watch on Do Not Disturb mode, it'll make sure your phone goes into the same mode too. One thing you need to remember is that the smaller 40mm version of this watch doesn't have great battery life, but it will last you 24 hours in most use cases, so you'll need to get used to charging your watch like you probably do your phone. The display on the Galaxy Watch 4 though is bright and vivid, and so are the color options for the case and straps. And if you don't like what Samsung offers, then the straps are easily changeable for any normal watch strap that supports 20mm push pins.
You've been getting ideas and we've been DHRME. Namaste.